So how often in the bike industry these days do we hear about a meaningful price decrease? Our friends from EXT USA import EXT from Italy. Because the euro is as weak as it's been in 20 years, the dollar has a lot of buying power in euros right now, and therefore EXT USA has been able to decrease the price of this thing. At 51 years old and a latecomer to trying to get a bike in the air, I can really only buy my progression, and that's good progression right there. I want to go over a few features of this fork. First of all, it's buttery smooth on the little chundery stuff because it's got a tiny little coil at the bottom of the air spring leg that takes up that initial travel and eliminates that feeling of stiction. Second, it's got amazing mid-stroke support because it's got a dual positive air chamber. There's 2 air ports up top, and you can tune your mid-stroke support and bottom-out support according to your preferences, and it just means that the fork sits high in the travel, is really, really supportive on all sorts of terrain where you want to sit up, and still yields to give you full travel on big hits. Finally, the damper on this thing is amazing. EXT is a moto company originally, and this damper is really unlike any piece of bike technology I've ridden. We've become accustomed to having either plushness or poppiness, either feeling planted and secure or feeling energetic and sendy. This manages all of it somehow. It's easier to jump the bike, and it's way easier to land the bike. Old guys like me, we don't have a plan B when we put the bike in the air. We're going to land and something's going to happen, and hopefully we're going to come out the other side alive. This has changed my attitude toward sending big stuff, and I don't think I've injured myself with this fork. Have I injured myself with this fork, Gunnar?
Not that I know of, and that's really impressive.
That's a year and a half of relative injury-free riding, mostly because I've been riding this thing the whole time.
Yeah, we haven't even hit our deductible for the year yet.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, the single biggest upgrade you can give to your confidence in riding rough terrain and sending jumps if you're an old guy who doesn't really do it very well. Or if you're really fast. We also have some of our top enduro racers riding this stuff, and it's a game changer for them as well. Really, at any level, you can get a lot out of a piece of suspension equipment like that. This fork has always been twice the price of all the other top tier models on the market at $2,100. They've just reduced it to $1,800, which is still very expensive. But it was good enough to be a $2,100 fork, and it's definitely good enough to be an $1,800 fork.